Crackalackin' YouTube. This here is KingCobraJFS with another video. Someone commented on my last video saying, how is this a break? I thought about taking a break from guitar, and I thought, maybe right now is not the best time to break out from the guitar for a couple of days. Because now, granted, my 5-string apegios are slow, but they're starting to get there. That's loud enough. Because if it's too loud, it will annoy the fuck out of my neighbors, and it'll also, it'll sound like shit when I try to play it on the camera. Like, the sound from my amp underneath my computer will blast into the internal speaker, and it makes the treble way off. It's good to have more than just 3 strings as far as arpeggios go on your guitar. Like, it's excellent to have more than just 3. Oops. I would have been good on that, but my finger kind of went, bleh. See, I'm starting to get the hang of it. I mean, it's not like super fast or nothing, but you give it a couple days, you know, like, I think like 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 days ago, I tried picking up the 5-string arpeggio and the shape that I'm doing. And it took me a couple days to even get a consistent speed where I'm not, you know. Ooh. Slow it down a little bit so I have more control over it. I would like to play lightning fast. Like my goal on guitar, besides learning a couple of awesome rock songs, one of my major goals on guitar is to play lightning fast sweep picking arpeggios, which just melt your face off. You know what I'm saying? This is something I've had to learn. It's more important to have control over your pick versus trying to go super fucking fast. Once you have more control of your pick and you get the hang of the shape a bit more, then you know, like when I first started playing the 3-string arpeggios, I wasn't very good at it. But then eventually, you know. Eventually, I got comfortable enough with my 3-string arpeggios to where I can, you know, I can shred pretty fast on the 3 strings. And the cool thing about arpeggios is you take, like that 3-string sweep that I was doing. You take that 3-string arpeggio that I did, and you can move it anywhere on the neck. And then my 4-string arpeggios that I just do this one shape where I take the first 2 strings, and then I take my pointer finger and I bar the 2 strings below that, and then on that same last string I'll bring the pinky over and then what have you, so you got. But because yeah, you notice that I struggle with the 5-string arpeggio because I'm still just learning it. But once I get the hang of that 5-string arpeggio, once I get the hang of the 5-string arpeggio, you know, it will be as fast as my 3 strings, guaranteed. You know, it's gonna take me a couple days to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the hang of it now to where I can play it if I keep the speed. You know what I'm saying? Because the important thing when you're sweep picking is your pick and your fretting hand. They have to be in sync. At least now I can. At least now when I play the arpeggio, I can do a couple rounds of that arpeggio without fucking up. I've been playing guitar since junior high, and so I've been playing guitar for a couple years, you know, give or take. And I'll admit I'm not the fastest guitar learner, but when you're single and, you know, you don't get thrown a whole lot of options, you know what I'm saying, like, Wyoming's a cool state, don't get me wrong, but the male to female ratio is quite off. There's more males than there are females, so that does make it a bit challenging in the dating department. And having Asperger's and being socially awkward doesn't really help either, but the nice thing about guitar playing is I don't have to worry about my Asperger's too much. I mean, with the Asperger's, I also have ADHD, learning disorder, so, you know, kind of push through that shit and just be like, you know. There we go. It's starting to gather some consistency. And I know enough on guitar, though, that if I start to get frustrated with the arpeggio, work on something different, or just screw around, you know what I'm saying? Anybody else get their dick sucked tonight? I don't know. I won't go into detail about who or what, but it was a girl, and, you know, I had her on my bed, and she was in her panties, and she was completely topless, boobs exposed and everything, and she gets on top of me and starts fucking grinding on me. I'm just like, oh, and how long it had been since I had attention from a female like that, mind you. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, don't come, don't come, don't come, don't come, don't come, don't come. And then she starts sucking my dick. Well, that didn't last long. God damn it. It was a married couple involved, and the husband was totally cool with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, yo, man, I just want to repay you for, like, letting us crash here even though you weren't supposed to, like, back in the day before I had that meeting with my landlord, way back in the day. I'm like, dude, it's no worries. And he's like, you want to get some pussy or what? And I'm like, well, yeah, some pussy does sound kind of good, but then, you know, freaking, yeah, you know, after I got my dick sucked, man, I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, blowjob was nice, but don't get me wrong, but like, I didn't have a condom. Well, I do have a condom somewhere, but I don't know what the fuck I did with it. And I wasn't about to have sex with that girl without a condom on, so, yeah. I'm like, you know what? No condom, then no dice. You know what I'm saying? But like freaking, she said she was clean and stuff, but she said she got tested and all that. But still, yeah, you know. I saw a story. I saw a story on CNN. I saw a story on CNN that just made me really just. There's a story on CNN, and the story on CNN said that STD rates are higher amongst men than they have been several years. And after reading that story on CNN, I'm like, well, I don't have sex with men. I actually like having sex with women. So at the same time, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ladies especially, both sexes have to be a bit more responsible with that shit. But yikes, man. I mean, I like getting pussy. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't have a condom with me. I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, you know, and that's just it. Like I haven't had any affection whatsoever. I haven't had affection from a girl whatsoever in like several freaking months, man. It's just and so understandable. Like you know, you say to yourself, "Oh, I'm gonna last a long time," like you know, but then lo and behold, this girl was quite good at giving head. Like it didn't take much, you know. And yeah, so don't get me wrong, YouTube. If I met a girl that I connected with sexually and mentally, I'd be like, yeah. But you know, that's easier said than done because I am not the most confident in myself. Like I have zero confidence in myself, and I anticipate rejection before it even happens. So because of that, I don't even try. Like just because I don't want to get rejected, and you know, getting rejected is part of life. You know what I'm saying? But and everybody gets rejected by the opposite sex. You know, it's just a part of life. Or even if you're into the same sex, you still get rejected by a potential partner. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of life. But growing up, I got rejected all the goddamn time. I had girls shooting me down like I was the fucking bomber plane in the war or some shit. Like, and it fucking sucked, man. Like, oh my god, high school was the worst. And then thinking about it back then, thinking about it now, I'm like, well, some of those girls were a bit out of your league, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you didn't go about trying the right way because, you know, younger and stupider back then, and social cues are not my strongest point, but now if I had a time machine, YouTube, I would go back in time to my high school years, and I would tell my past self to focus more on my guitar playing, and if you're gonna try to get with a girl, freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much crap I know now that if I would have known back then, I probably wouldn't have been as miserable in high school, but, you know, that's life. Learning experiences. know, I'm sure, you know, that she said, when she said she got tested, she said she was clean, you know, I guess I believe her, you know what I'm saying, but still, you know, pregnancy can happen, and yeah, if, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah. And, you know, I should buy some condoms just in case, you know what I'm saying. But then I think to myself, what's the fucking point? I'm never going to get a girl in my apartment like that again, so, you know. And if you're going to start having sex, you know, condoms are the way to go, at least until you know that you're both clean and that you're STD free and that she's not on her period, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know 100% without a doubt that she's clean, that she's STD free, and she knows for a doubt, without a doubt, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know that if you know that you're both STD free, and you don't want to have pregnancy, but you want to have sex without a condom, you wait till she's off her period before you do it, and you're golden. Golden. And if you don't want to get condoms, there are other options. You can make it so your sperm is blank, basically. You'll still, like, ejaculate and shit, but, like, your sperm's dead, so you can't get her pregnant. You have, like, a 1 in 99% chance of doing it, and, yeah. They even make condoms for females. Basically, the female would, upon sexual arousal, would take the ring of the condom and insert it into the hole of her vaginal cavity, and then the condom goes backwards. So it leaves you enough room to penetrate for vaginal intercourse, but like when you come inside of her, the condom on the inside catches it, and then she like pulls it out and throws it away. So many options, you know. When it comes to sex education, our children that are learning this, they need to be taught a safe sex course. Okay? There is no abstinence only, that's bullshit. Abstinence only, that's bullshit. Okay? Because I was there once, and if I had actual female friends that I hung out with outside of school, you know what I'm saying? And if we were to start like kissing, you know what I'm saying, best believe something would have fucking happened, okay? Because you can sit there until you're prepubescent or pubescent child in school. You can sit there and tell them that abstinence only, kids, you know. But if like they're in a social situation where like they're at a party or maybe they're just doing homework with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't take much, you know. Your hormones are racing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't take much. It does not take much. You got that best friend and you've known her since grade school, and you're studying for a class or whatever at your place or at her place, you know what I'm saying? And the parents are out of the room, and then you go to reach for a pen, and she goes to reach for that same exact pen, and your hands happen to touch. And then the next couple of seconds after that, you look into each other's eyes, and then boom, you know, the kiss just happens. And then, you know, so really, you gotta be smart with that shit. And of course, if a lot of parents, when their kids come to them asking about sex, you know what I'm saying, they automatically assume they're already doing it, you know, and that just makes things 10 times more awkward. And here's the thing, no teenager in their right mind wants to have a sex talk with their parents. That has got to be the most awkward thing you can do in your teenage years. Like, oh my god. You know, of course, I'm not even in my teenage years when I started dating Stephanie, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. My dad tried having a sex talk with me. I'm just like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Don't want to hear this. Don't want to hear this. And my dad's like, what are you going to do if Stephanie gets pregnant? I'm just like, she's on birth control. Oh, okay. And even if You know, oof, birth control is, man. There's birth control for women can get. I mean, yeah, it prevents pregnancy, but oh, dude, the side effects. Some of those birth control things are just horrible for for a woman's body. So your best bet and pulling out, it works, but like you have to be on the gun with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to know your body before you know what I'm saying, busting the sound of her and shit. But I'm not shitting you. I am not shitting you. It was, oh my god, it was awesome. Like, I haven't been touched by a female in so goddamn long. Oh my god, it was nice. Oh. And I'm kicking myself for not lasting a bit longer during the head, but at the same time, you know, I can't be too hard on myself, all puns aside, because if you take into consideration that I don't get out much, and when I do, I don't really socialize because, you know, that little voice in the back of my fucking head that says you're a disgusting, ugly creeper, that don't bother, she's way the fuck out of your league, and just, you know. But, um, yeah. Going back to my guitar playing, I expect myself to be better than I really am. You know, and if I would have taken my guitar playing more seriously when I was younger, you know, I probably would be a lot better than I am today. But the biggest thing on my guitar playing, in all honesty, is not letting the mistakes piss me off so much. You know, but every time I make a mistake on guitar, it's like I'm listening to every negative comment that I have personally ever received on YouTube regarding my guitar playing, and then it's just magnified and multiplied by about 400,000. You know what I'm saying? And it's just oh. And I need to just, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a personal growth, it's a growth issue, you know what I'm saying, like, if I could learn not to stress my mistakes on guitar so much, and just stick with it, you know what I'm saying, and don't give up, no matter how frustrating it gets, no matter how many times you want to just smash your guitar against the wall, you know what I'm saying, which wouldn't do me any good, because then I'd be like, oh shit, now I don't have a guitar to play, you know what I'm saying. Oh, squeakers. I'm just saying, like, in the past, though, I'd let a couple friends of mine, I used to, I don't do this anymore, like, people are no longer allowed to crash out at my apartment, but me. Period. I made this abundantly clear to everybody. And it sucks because I gotta hear, well, I don't got a place to go, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I wish I could help, but I can't. Because my landlord basically said that if she finds one more person crashing out of my apartment besides me, there's the eviction notice, get the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want that. I sure as hell don't want that. Fuck that. So, yeah. Also, I've been cleaning up my apartment a bit, you know what I'm saying, doing a little bit each every other day, you know what I'm saying? And the first thing people say when they walk into my apartment is, wow, you cleaned up in here. I'm like, yeah, no shit. And I'll be getting some more of my kitchen cleaned up. Right now my kitchen looks decent. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's getting there. But right now I don't have a light in my kitchen, so yeah. Thing of it is, my light fixture doesn't quite work all the way, and I've been delaying it. So I finally called my landlord and let her know. And the repairman came in and he said, look, that light fixture is completely fucked. Basically what he said. He didn't say it in those exact words, but that's basically what he said. And so he's coming in tomorrow at 9 o'clock to put in a new light fixture, and that should take care of that. And at one point, my shower wouldn't spit out cold water. It's nothing but hot water, which would work for a minute. Like, I'd let it warm up, and then as soon as it got too hot, I get out of the shower, and I'm like, nah, dude, fuck that. So I called my landlord, and I've been putting that off for several months too, but I got sick of it. Like, I got sick of not being able to take a decent shower. Like, I'm not shitting you. Before I got my shower fixed, I'd have enough time to get in, wash my body, get out, and you know what I'm saying, and that was it. But like, now that my shower actually has cold water, I can actually turn it on so the water's nice and warm. It's not scalding hot, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But and man, it's just one of those things, YouTube. And some of you, of course, are going to ask, well, who was it? Who was this girl that gave you head? And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to say a word. A gentleman does not tell. But, I make enough money to support myself. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't make enough money to support me and somebody else. So that's going to make getting a girlfriend a little bit more difficult. You know, and like, if she has a job, you know what I'm saying, that makes things a little bit easier, but, you know what I'm saying? But, well, you know, like I said, I posted something on Facebook, and I had several people on Facebook tell me, you know, don't quit guitar. I even had a couple people say that they actually like my music, that I'm a unique musician, and what have you. And, yeah. Let's see if I can remember the main riff to Hit It Like a Caveman. Not quite, let's see. Ugh. Hold on a second. Maybe it's... might be able to find it on my bloody iTunes. Let's see. There it is, King Cobra. Okay, Cemetery Gates. Hit it like a caveman. There we go. I was right the first time. When the feelings rise and the connection dies, finger licking good, juicier than a grape. Fuck. Juicier than a grapefruit. Hit it like a caveman. Those of you who don't know, Hit It Like a Caveman is a song about getting some pussy. Plain and simple. Now a true gentleman always returns the favor. Hit it like a caveman. You fucking a girl in the ass, do you reach around rubber clit? Hell yeah you do. If you're fucking a girl doggy style, you goddamn right you fucking reach around rubber clit a little bit. Fuck yeah, dude. Reach around's not just for homosexuals, you know. And like I said, it's important to know your condom size. If it's too tight, it's a pain in the ass to get on. If it's too big on you, it's just gonna fall off when you go to fuck. So you want something that's snug, but it doesn't like constrict your penis, you know what I'm saying? You want something that fits you like a glove. My size just happens to be an extra large. Sure. Good to know these things, you two. Starting to get the hang of that arpeggio, barely. Like, given a couple days of just nothing but that arpeggio, you know what I'm saying? And like freaking a couple days of that arpeggio, and I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit. But, yeah. Go ahead and kill the amp. Yeah! Now, that video I posted saying taking a break from your guitar can sometimes help. I didn't say I was taking a break from guitar. You know, I can at any point like take a couple of days off. You know what I'm saying? But like freaking, sometimes if you feel like, and I've been there. Believe me, I've been there, where you're just, you know, the practicing. It gets to a point where you're frustrated with it because it's, you know what I'm saying. Take a couple of days to cool off, and then come back at it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt to take a break from guitar every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm saying you too. Yeah, I could have gotten some pussy tonight, but I was grateful for a little bit of head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having a girl on top of me just fucking grinding away at me, man. Oh my god. Freaking, yeah. She had on the cutest panties, I tell you what. Freaking Elmo. And Elmo's face where her ass was, I think, and then on the front it said tickle me. I'm like, oh. Today, Elmo and friends learn about the letter P. Can you think of things that begin with the letter P? I can. The two most awesomest things in the world: pot and pussy. Oh yeah, wait, pot, pussy, and pizza. Yes. And what else? Oh yeah, pop, as in soda pop, because pop's pretty delicious. I drink soda. When people say you're not supposed to drink soda, it's bad for you. And if you spent your entire life doing nothing that was bad for you, yeah, you'd probably be really healthy, but you'd live longer, but what fun would that be, you know? You can drink your pop in moderation, you know what I'm saying? Like, drinking your pop in moderation is where it's at. Like, you don't have to drink so much that you gain weight, but you can drink enough pop where you get your caffeine, your sugar fix, but you won't gain weight from it, you know what I'm saying? That's But yeah, like I said, I used to let people crash here sometimes, and I since quit doing that because I shouldn't have been doing it from the first place, but you know, that's what you get for caring. The freaking landlord laid down the law though, and she's like, yeah. But oh shit, let's try this. Get out of there. Give the old pipe a poke and see if it unclogs it. Oh yeah, there it goes. I even have a coworker of mine who watches my YouTube videos, and today at work he was like, yo man, if you ever need any advice on guitar, I've been playing for 9 years, just give me a holler. I'm like, alright, cool. You know. So it's nice to know that I have people out there who want to see me get better at guitar, you know what I'm saying? And like I try to get better at guitar. I really do. And sometimes when like I don't get as better at it as I'd like to, like I don't progress as fast as I'd like to. And then it's just mistake after 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 mistake. It's just like, you know, that can make guitar playing frustrating. But I've been working on my newest album, my 7th album. It's called Willows of Sorrow, and I started working on the first song for it. The first song for it is called Rock and Roll Spellcaster, and I got guitar, vocals, and drum for it. And throw in some other stuff too to touch it up quite nicely. But and playing in a band would be kind of sweet, but I know a couple people who have bands already, so it's like, you know, I mean, you can be in more than one band. That's not a problem, but like, I don't know, you know, like. But like, I've been to the bar a couple of times where a live band comes into play, and the live bands that I've seen from around the area are pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there drinking my alcohol, and I realize that, oh, I need to get better at guitar. It would be cool to play live band, or a live gig at a bar. I could just see it now, YouTube. I could just see it now. Live at the Sandbar, it's King Cobra. Thank you for coming down to the Sandbar. Stage name is King Cobra. You can call me Josh Harms, whatever works. I don't care. I'm gonna rock your fucking socks off. There's a little song by AC/DC. You might not, you know what I'm saying? Freaking. But yeah, I am capable of learning guitar. I'm just not the fastest at it. Besides that, I've been reading this book right here, The Power of Witchcraft. This was given to me by my homie Scotty's mom. His mom's mother was, in fact, a high priestess in a Wiccan coven, if you want to call it that, society, you know what I'm saying? And she had this book, gave it to her daughter, and then her daughter let her son read it, and then she gave it to me to read. And it's a good book. I like reading it. Some of the stuff in this book I've already done. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff it talks about, I've already done. So if anything, this will sharpen my skills a little bit. I'm on chapter H. Like, I've read this much of the book already. And use your magic witchcraft power to dominate others. It's a good book. And it's helping me brush up on my knowledge of the pathway, if you want to call it that. And, excuse me, YouTube. Not too much, nothing new to report on, just that. Also, when I get off work Wednesday, I'm going to cash my check, pick up a bottle for Thanksgiving, and then I'll be heading out of town for, like, all day tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but, excuse me, like, as soon as I get off work Wednesday, I'm heading out of town, and then I'll be back Friday morning to go to work and stuff. But yeah, I'm visiting relatives for Thanksgiving, and I want to pick up a huge ass bottle of Tennessee honey whiskey or something like that for the Thanksgiving feast. Unless, of course, I might do wild turkey honey instead, just because it's Thanksgiving and, you know. But Tennessee honey is a bit smoother. I don't know. I'll see what, you know, when I get there. But yeah, I get off work Wednesday, cash my check, go to the liquor store, and then my parents are picking me up to go visit my grandparents and what have you. So that's what's up. Obviously, I want to wish myself, my family, and everyone else out there in Wyoming right now safe travels on Thanksgiving and during the holidays, because we're supposed to get hit with a winter storm. I'm kind of hoping we don't. Actually, I'm super hoping we don't. I don't want a winter storm. Blah. I mean, if it has to snow, I don't want it to snow, but fine. A couple inches won't kill us or nothing, but no storms. It's going to snow, so be it. But no storms. And speaking of magic, the other day I was walking to the bus stop, and I took the bus to work the other day, and I had my staff with me, and it's got a gorgeous crystal hanging out the end of it here. And the other day, it was cloudy, cold, and just bleh. So I took my magical staff here, and I saw the sun kind of like it was shining through this haze of clouds. I took my staff and I pointed it at the sun, and I grabbed my staff by both hands and I pulled like that. I imagined myself pulling the sun out of the clouds, and I said loudly and clearly, "Come on out, sun, away from those clouds." And I put the thought, the very thought out there. The thought, it needs to be sunny and nice in Casper. It needs to be sunny and warm in Casper. And just putting that thought out there of it needs to be sunny and warm in Casper. Just putting that thought out there right after doing that with my staff. The last couple of days have been nothing but sunshine. So, yeah. Cracked the window in my apartment because it was a little bit stuffy in here. But, yeah, I got the repairman coming by about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning to finish fixing my light in my kitchen. And once I have a working light in my kitchen, then I'll allow me to actually see what I'm doing. So, yeah, that'll be nice. And the Powerball is almost over 100 million. It's at 90 million right now. Oh, buddy, that's a lot of money. But personally, I don't buy tickets unless the lottery crosses over 100 million. Because I've noticed this: nobody wins the lottery unless it's over 100. I watched the Powerball go up to 500 million, and somebody won it, and I was like, damn! I couldn't imagine. I have a feeling I'm going to win the lottery here soon. I don't know what it is, YouTube. It's just this gut feeling, this, you know what I'm saying? And when I do, it's going to be freaking sweet. I want to build my dream house, get me a couple of cool cars, start up a website where I can sell my wands online, and then just, yeah. Now, if I'm starting up a website where I sell my wands, I would charge, of course, just because. And yes, I'm going to charge a little bit because there's a lot that goes into my staffs and my wands. I mean, I made this staff myself. This took a lot to make, and it turned out quite nice, actually. Standard, like, if I were to make a staff like that, I would charge maybe $150 for it. But like a scepter, just like a little something like maybe yay tall with a crystal in the end, anywhere from like $100, you know what I'm saying? Stabs, anywhere from 150 to 200, depending on how delicate they are. And the way I'm going to do this, though, if I win the lottery and set up my own website to sell wands, what I'll do is I'll just make a bunch of wands and a bunch of stabs, and then take pictures of them, and then list it as for sale. Something like this, for instance. This is my personal carry wand. Something like this, however, I would charge $50 for something like this, because this right here was made out of a solid stick. Okay, I've seen people on YouTube with their videos, and they say how to make a wand. They take a chopstick and they wrap it in cardboard paper, like, you know what I'm saying, like, not cardboard, excuse me, construction paper, and they take hot glue and they glue it onto the stick, and then after it's done drying, they paint it. That works for making a wand shape, I guess, but if you want something that actually does magic, like legitimate, I'm not bullshitting you, magic, that I witnessed myself more than once, then you want to make it out of an actual stick. But I love 4 aces. It's good, convenient, you know, like, if you're broke as fuck and you know what I'm saying? This huge ass bag cost me $22 fucking dollars, and I've had the bag for about 4 weeks now, just about, and it's not even halfway gone. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Excuse me, I'll be right back. I'll be back. Grab me a glass of H2O. Go ahead and close that window and lock her up. Nice and cool in here. It feels nice. Oh, there it is. Type 2. Marlboro Midnights are supposed to be coming out on Thanksgiving, so I'll try to get me a carton of those if I can. Or like, no, getting a carton is not going to be. I do plan on getting a carton, but when I do get a hold of the Marlboro Midnights when they come out, and I'm in a position where I can do a legit review on them, I'm definitely going to do that, because I've been looking forward to trying them for a long time now. They're supposed to be pretty good. Well, from what I've been told, the Marlboro Midnights are supposed to be like a Marb Smooth, but not as harsh. So I'm definitely down to try them, see what's up. And yet another day has come to pass. Oh, you did not just clog up on me. Hell no. Hells no. And, the other night when I was at the sandbar, I'm walking to the smoker section of the sandbar, and I'm loading up my pipe. And I had a fellow bar goer stop me and go, "Dude, that's a cool pipe. Where'd you get it?" I'm like, "This? I got my pipe at the Cigar Rialto." I love my Sherlock. It's sexy. Oh, oof. Gassy in this video. God damn. Ugh. And another hour-long video. Figures. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later.